Good afternoon, everybody. It's your friend Cheap Loots. How are you doing? I hope you're doing well. I'm over here rocking this Gordon Gecko hair. I'm sure a majority of people watching this do not know who Gordon Gecko is, and that's probably a good thing. Movie Wall Street's just a tad overrated. Anyways, let's talk news in NBA 2K23 My Team, man. We got some new cards coming. So first things first, we got our limited reward. It's Bob Pettit. Cool, I guess. We actually know exactly what to expect from Bob Pettit already, so that's what's up. He's got a Devontae Kakak release, which honestly I prefer his release before the Drew Eubanks release. On Very Quick, I think that would have been really good. So kind of bummed they changed that release. I used to be cash with him. Catalina's over here knocking everything over. She's excited to see me, I guess. Other than that, though, I mean, he's good. He looks good. 6'9", 7-foot wingspan, the hairiest chest in the entire NBA community. That's what's up. Curry escape, like he looks fire. I'm excited for him, straight up. But that's not who we're talking about today. We're talking about the generational packs that we're seeing tomorrow, and I'm like, that's literally what they're called. Also, there's an Evo Jalen Brunson for all my Knicks fans out there. Generational, woo! So we got our first look at these cards. We got 4 pink diamonds and 5 galaxy opals, even though the pink diamonds are going to drop 100% more often. We got Zach LaVine, who I would have to guess is just Zach LaVine, like the level 40. Lou Dort, Dyson Daniels, Jaden Hardy, who I have no idea who that is, I'll be honest. Harold Baby Jordan Minor. I've been asking for Harold Minor for like years, so I'm actually pretty excited about that. And he'll be like dirt cheap also. Chris Mullins, Cedric Maxwell, Sean Bradley, who have like 45 speed, so he's not going to be a Yao counter, I promise. Or he'll be very similar to like Mark Eaton and not be able to shoot. And Sean Marion. So, with that being said, let's look at the cards here. First things first, we got Zach LaVine out here. Who are these other guys? Like Lou Dort? Yeah, Dort's cool actually, to be honest. I'm excited about Dort. Is he going to be particularly good? No. Is Lou Dort somebody I enjoy using for funsies? Yes. I have no idea who this other guy is. Jaden Hardy? I honestly don't know who this is. Okay, we'll start with Hardy. 6'3" with a 6'8" wingspan. He's got his Anthony Simons release, so he's just going to be Anthony Simons, which, like, cool, I guess. He's got terrible tendencies. This card is going to suck. No offense to Jaden Hardy, but we have the generational set here, and like I don't know much about him, but maybe he has a generational talent. Maybe he is, or more likely he's not. So I'm kind of confused why they didn't throw someone else here, like Greg Ostertag, for instance. That would have been fun. Then we got Zach LaVine. Like, this Zach LaVine is going to be identical to the Pink Diamond one. Like, the Pink Diamond one quite literally is going to be this Zach LaVine to a T. I wouldn't even be shocked if they didn't even put his release on Very Quick. It would just be on Quick. Honestly, they maybe change his dribble style, the Michael Jordan dribble style and stuff, but I actually think they just leave everything identical. Like, I think it'll be the exact same as this card, down to a T. We're getting to that point in the year where we start to see the older reward cards come out in, like, cheap, packable versions. We're at that point. Like, it won't be too far in the future when we see, like, a Trae Young or a Tyler Hero. Well, we already see a Tyler Hero. Literally. Playoff Tyler Hero. Lou Dort, 6'3", 6'8" wingspan. Not much different than Jaden Hardy, honestly. I really like his release, so I hope they don't change it, but I think that's because I use this card specifically, like, a lot. So, his defensive tendencies are horrendous, though. I don't know. I mean, there's not really much to get excited about when it comes to Lou Dort. He exists. Then we got Dyson Daniels, 6'6", 6'9" wingspan. I thought he was bigger than this, but I guess not. He's got his own release on Quick already, so I'm guessing they keep it the same. I don't know. It's just now it's hard to get excited about Dyson Daniels because he's probably not going to be the greatest shooter in the world. Well, he might be. They're basically just going to make him Sean Livingston. Like, he's packable Sean Livingston. We've just gotten so many, like, 6'6" and above point guards, which isn't a bad thing because we had such a small amount of them for a while. But because of that, it's just hard to get excited about Dyson Daniels, you know? Let's look at the opals. Chris Mullin, which, I mean, is always exciting. It's like, it's Chris Mullin, man. Come on. He's got a flat top, like, of course. Granted, I will admit, not like a cool flat top. He's got like a Air Force Dad flat top, so it's a little bit less exciting. Then we got Sean Bradley, and then I'll just Google Harold Miner because he's not in the game. Let's go back a year to Sean Bradley here to 2K22. Sean Bradley. Take off Sean Bradley. Who was the other one? Oh, yeah, Marion. I mean, honestly, when it comes to Marion, like, we know what to expect with Marion. He's going to have a horrific jump shot, but he's going to be relatively good, right? 6'7", 6'10" wingspan. The jump shot, although easy to time, very, very difficult to get off consistently. It's going to get blocked a lot. Do you guys hear these baby birds just going absolutely bananas over here? Crazy stuff. Chris Mullen, 6'7", 6'10" wingspan. I actually like his jump shot quite a bit. I feel like they're going to change it, though. But I hope they don't because I think it's nice. It's a good catch and shoot release, man. Once again, not really that exciting, though. I mean, as much as I like Chris Mullen, your average My Team Sweatlord probably isn't going to be very excited by Chris Money Mullen. Cedric Maxwell is interesting. He can't play shooting guard, though. He plays small forward, power forward. He's 6'8" with a 7-foot wingspan, so he's, like, big, though. I don't know what they're going to do with his release because they have it on default swing. I mean, they could always keep it, but I feel like we're at the stage that they probably won't. If I had to take a shot in the dark, I would say he probably is the same release as, like, Andre Karolinko, or they'll give him, like, Seti Osman release. But I would guess it would be the same release as Karolinko, right? That is my assumption. So what was his? O'Shea Brissett. It's possible to give him O'Shea. I'm not really sure what they'll do here. He's going to be very similar to Andre Karolinko, just worse defensively, though. Like, that's kind of what we're looking at. Obviously smaller, too. He's going to be relatively cheap. I think majority of these cards are going to be cheap. Like, even Sean Bradley, because I feel like they're not going to make him, like, juiced the way we want him. Now, what's up with Harold Miner? How big is he? He's 6'5", so, I mean, he's just, like... They probably just turned him into a Jordan clone, I would assume, because... Why wouldn't they? His name was quite literally Baby Jordan. He'll either be a Jordan or a Dwayne Wade clone. And then we got Sean Bradley, 7'6" with a 7'5" wingspan. We don't have a Sean Bradley in the game, but last year he came out with 69 speed basically at the same time, May 10th last year. So this card is a pretty good template for what we're going to see for Sean Bradley, right? It's probably 69, 70 speed. I think he'll be a better shooter because he is like an opal. So I think they'll juice that up a little bit, but this is kind of the template for the Sean Bradley we're going to receive. It's not going to be out of this world Sean Bradley for sure. It's going to be more similar to this one, probably with the ability to shoot, is my guess. Now, that's still going to make him the only affordable Yao counter, though, besides maybe, like, Marc Gasol can kind of hold him down a little bit, and then, like, I mean, Hakeem, I don't even think those guys are Yao counters. If you played against a Yao, you know that things are not good in the Yao verse, man. Like, straight up, they're rough. I don't know. Are any of these cards going to be good? Yes. Like, Dyson Daniels will be okay, though I don't know if he's going to supplant, like, Sean Livingston or, like, a Jalen Rose from your lineup. Harold Miner, it's cool to see him. Like, Chris Mullen will be okay. Cedric Maxwell will be pretty decent, but I don't know if he's, like, beating out some of the more affordable small forward options. Sean Bradley, depending on his ability to shoot and, like, what his speed situation is going to be, like, he could be good. The other thing is, if Sean Bradley is even remotely good, like, if he can even remotely counter Yao, he's still going to be over 100K, so it's, like, whatever. And then Sean Marion, he would be good, but his jump shot. So... Then we got the Dark Matters out here. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, or Shy, I don't remember. Vince Carter, Patrick Ewing, and Jalen Green. I will be honest, this set is so incredibly boring. Like, nothing excites me here. Vince Carter should be good, but he's just going to be like a updated version of the Cosmic one. So Ewing is cool, though. I am excited to see a new Patrick Ewing. Like, that's my personal opinion. I'm sure people don't share that. And then we got Jalen Green, who's already received, like, way too many cards this year. 6'6", 6'7" wingspan. I'm assuming he plays point guard, yeah. They're going to tighten up his defense. He'll be better at shooting. I think he still has his same release, probably just on very quick, and he'll have, like, Michael Jordan dribble style. He'll be cool. I mean, if you're a Jalen Green fan, if you like guys with peace sign tattoos on their hands, like, you're going to enjoy this quite a bit. Shai's Shai, he'll be the same. It'll be basically this card right here. Maybe the release is on very quick, might still be on quick. defensive badges are going to be tightened up. He'll have better shooting badges, but for the most part, it's going to be the same as the All-Star one, realistically. And like I said, kind of with Dyson Daniels, it's just like we've seen too many of the same size point guard to really be excited about Shea. Though, shout out to him for making the All-NBA team. That's what's up. Vince Carter, yeah, I mean, he's basically going to be this Vince Carter. Complete with Kuzma base, everything's going to be the same. Like dribble sigs, I don't think they change anything. Like maybe they give him a different escape than John Wall. Like maybe he has like Curry or something. But really, you're just paying for defensive badges. If it's, if you're wondering why I'm not excited about these cards, a lot of it has to do with the fact that I'm not going to pull them. Like when it comes to the dark matters, so it's like I don't care. It's just hard to get excited with the odds this bad. Ewing. I think they probably go Ewing base on very quick since they did it with Wilt. So I think he stays. But I think he'll be relatively fast. I mean, he'll be good. He'll be in the same tier as like a David Robinson, Hakeem Olajuwon, like that kind of tier. I would even say Marc Gasol. But he'll be pretty good. And then let's talk about the big one. Not a huge shock here. I talked about it in the What to Expect video. First Invincible, Tracy McGrady, right? That's cool and everything. I mean, can you really make a Tmac that much better than the other Tracy McGrady? I mean, yes, but also kind of no at the same time. He'll obviously have Kevin Porter Jr. release. I think the only things they could really do is like maybe they change his size up. Like I could see that for sure. But like maybe they change his leaner to Trey. Trey fade, maybe. Like that's about it. Maybe they put KPJ on very quick. Maybe they juice up. Oh, they'll juice up his defensive tendencies for sure. He'll obviously be maxed out. But I mean, like looking at this card, I mean, what more can they do? This card came out, what, February 24th? And he's still the most broken shooting guard in the game. That's the second time in a 2-week span they've done this. They've replaced the best card in the game with just a better version of himself. That's so irritating. Anyways, let's go take a look at the market and just see if anybody is going to drop in price. I mean, there are going to be some cards that drop in price inevitably, but let's take a look. Now, this is a weird set. And when I say it's a weird set, because it's just very top heavy, and I feel like no sets that we've seen this year have really been weird as much as they've all been extremely top heavy. Like pretty much every set, like this set was super top heavy, and most times they release cards throughout the years, the sets are going to be top heavy for sure. They got in a little groove back in season 5 of the sets being top heavy, but then there was like one lower tiered card in each set that was significantly more hype than the rest of them. They did that for a little bit, but we've kind of moved away from that. I mean, there's good budget cards, but I feel like this season, like the lower tier cards, no one's really been hyped about them outside of Goodmanson. Like Goodmanson's been good, but that's about it. I mean, I don't know. Like we're gonna see an inevitable drop in price in like some of the bigger point guards, like I don't know. Maybe like Jalen Rose, stuff like that. Vince Carter's not touching any shooting guards, I don't think anyway. Like I can't think of one that he would touch. I mean, looking at the high tier cards, Ben Simmons, Yao, Dirk, none of those are coming down in price at all. Like Garnett's not coming down in price due to Vince Carter, for sure. Surely not. I mean, maybe Ron Artest does, but not very many people have him anyway. Jokic isn't coming down in price. I mean, for sure. Tim Thomas, maybe. Like, quite possibly Vince Carter slots in as people's like number 2 guard, but I doubt it. Really, Vince Carter and Tmac are the only cards in this set that are going to affect anyone's price. Like Ewing, Jalen Green, Gilgeous-Alexander, I don't think they really affect anything. It's just me. Sean Bradley would be the other one. But I feel like we've been cucked too many times by 2K with like George Murasan, like all these big centers that we were excited for, only for them to like kind of suck. So I'm not really too stoked on it. I don't think that they're gonna do too much personally. I don't know, maybe I'm wrong. Just maybe I'm wrong, but I don't think I will be. So, hey, it's been your friend Cheap Ludes. Let me know what you think down in the comments below. I don't know if I'm going to do a pack opening video tomorrow. I have a lot of stuff going up tomorrow, which I'll discuss further later on at a different point in time. But just know my life is quite hectic at the moment. Um, so yeah, I'll talk about that more at a different date. But yeah, I don't know if I'm going to get a chance to actually record anything tomorrow. I guess we'll see. But just know I might open packs, I might not. If I do, I'll record it. Just know I'm thinking of you guys. So, peace.